Hello YouTube and welcome back to TCG Cardshop Simulator. So last time, I think we just opened packs, if I'm not mistaken. We didn't really get much. We got a couple of good cards, but nothing too crazy considering our highest card is only... Our second highest card is 280. So overall, not a great day for cards. Off stream, I went ahead and I bought some new products. I spent almost 100 grand in total on new products. So that's cool. Well, they're the most expensive toys. I think I now own and house every toy in the game on these shelves. So that's cool. I do eventually want to move these to their own shelf and then like fill it up with the rest of these, but I don't know if there's enough to cover an entire shelf. So that's kind of where my head's at with that. It'll be a process, but we'll see how it goes. Other than that, I think that's pretty much all the stuff I did, other than, of course, restocking and pricing everything. So we should be pretty good to go if I want to decide to open up shop. So let's buy some packs and let's start opening some cards. 6,400. Alright, cool. Here's hoping these packs are better than last time. Last time we did, I think, make profit, but not very much at all. Okay. So, how was everybody's weekend? $153. Did anyone do anything exciting or anything interesting happen? Things I did over the weekend. Not really all that much. Instead of looking up where to go, I started to in Mio, and wound up not even finding the location where I'm supposed to go. I was just like looking up some videos like around where I thought I would be, and like at the very start of the video I saw something that gave me an idea and I stopped watching the video there. And it turns out that there's a lot of different pathways I didn't find beforehand. Like, I searched high and low all weekend, every day for at least an hour for new pathways, and I found a bunch of new openings and secrets and stuff that I am going to show. I didn't, like, explore them or progress any further or anything like that. I just, found the secret, saw it was a secret, saw there was a pathway leading from that secret to somewhere else, and said, okay, time to turn around. Marked it on my map, saved, and exited. So, I still don't even know if I found the correct pathway, but I have like 4 things to explore next time. Not to mention, while looking for pathways, I found two things. First, I delivered the candle because I didn't think it would do anything, and it did. So I made a quick video about that. And second, a permanent attack upgrade for Mio, which is really nice. So I basically showed off around where it was and how I got to it, but I don't believe that's the only pathway to it. So, for spoiler alerts, if you're aware or been watching the Mio playthrough, I have an ability that allows me to walk on walls, but also apparently, I didn't know this, but there are some objects in the background that Mio can cling on to, using that hair ability, the climbing ability. So like background grates and stuff, Mio can climb up. And I saw someone doing that, just running through an area that I had never seen before, and they started doing that, and I'm like, oh, okay, so I can do that, so let me pause this video and start looking around the areas where there are climbable things in the things that look like they might be climbable in the background. And that's pretty much how I found a lot of the stuff. A lot of the other stuff was just me running around, goofing around. But yeah, so I'm fairly confident I have at least one pathway that is going to lead to some kind of progress. If not, I am stumped and will look up a guide, because it's going to take me a while to explore all the new stuff all the new pathways and stuff I found. Probably. So, I'll at least get a couple hours out of that. Hopefully. And for anyone who is just watching this, I recently received a key to another game, thanks to a dev, that I played last week on stream, called Card Collection Simulator, I think it is. It's Card Collect something, let's see. Yeah, Card Collection Simulator. And for those of you who didn't watch that video, essentially I decided to create my own canon for the storyline, where one damn gamer, me, is away at a convention, so the person who's helping me count my cards, Profit 283, is actually the one running the shop. So in my canon, technically and currently right now, because I'm away at the convention, it is the individual who is helping me count the cards, which is my mom, who is currently running my shop. She's my business partner in this lore that I have created. So technically, Mom, you're the one who's opening these cards. And I'm away at a convention selling, checking out, or being a part of a community of a very old card game. Like, if I would compare the two, it would be like, this card game is Pokemon, the new hot craze, the super big phenomenon, and the card game I'm currently enrolled with, 103, would be more akin to Magic. It's been around a lot longer, it's super huge, super popular, everybody loves it, or a lot of people love it, and it has a big following. So that's kind of where I look at the lore from that perspective. I already think the first box was better than the first boxes of quite a few of the sets we've done recently. Yep, 500. And 39. That's already way better. Perhaps opening shop was the trick. New day, new luck. And I will be playing Card Collection Simulator later on this week. But I am going to be rotating it out here and there for other games. I'm hoping to finish Mio before any of the other bigger games come out, so I have an open slot. The game was fun. I really enjoyed it. And the dev is actually a streamer, just like myself. He streams when he's not working on the game. And it's actually a small, like, team of 2 developers. Like, I'm sure they have other people who work on the team, but, like, the lead developers, there's only 2, from what I understand. So... which is really nice. And more than likely, we'll get to see the, much like TCG Cardshop Sim, I'm going to get to witness or watch the game as it changes and evolves. And take you all through this journey with me. So, it's going to be kind of cool. I love watching things change and evolve over time. Like, that's one of the big things. I love watching small streamers finally get partnered. I love watching, early access games evolve, change, and fully release. That's one of the reasons I love Palworld so much. It's getting closer and closer to its launch date. No launch date confirmed, but I've gotten to see it from not entirely early, like I was a little late to the party, but I remember bugs that literally made it impossible to fight bosses, and there was only, like, the starter map. Like, there wasn't all the extra Fey Break and Terraria crossover and all that other stuff. It was just one large area and a couple of smaller areas. 301. 301. We have a Ghost Rare God Pack. 354. I'm slowing it down. 422. 435. 332. And 350. For a nice $2,487 God Pack. Love to see it. So yeah, I'll be playing that later this, but back before they had all the free updates and stuff, so I've literally seen it evolve over time. I remember back when they first took away your ability to summon your pals through throwing a ball because of the whole Nintendo lawsuit. And the taking away the glider pals and just readjusting their abilities. I remember all of that, actually getting to play through it while that was ongoing. And to see how far it's actually come. I'm really excited for 1.0. Especially since they're going to be adding a whole slew of new pals and new content. To be honest, I would have been happy if it released in the state it's currently in, but it's awesome to see it happen. So, yeah. I'm hoping to finish Mio and Terraria before some of the games come out, at least. I still have my eyes and ears open for Mina the Hollower. But no release date for that either. Sometime in March, which I do actually need to get on this, and that is, Slay the Spire 2 is launching into early access. Apparently, it has co-op, and I know a couple of people who like playing Slay the Spire, so I might be able to get a co-op partner for it and check out the co-op. I wonder how it works. I'm super curious. So sometime in March that's gonna happen. I don't know if there's a definite release date or if it got changed. Because on Steam all it says is March. So I'm going to be talking with some friends. It's gonna kind of bum me out if I can't get anyone to do co-op with me for Slay the Spire. But if it happens, it happens. Because, people have different lives. People are doing different things, caring about different things. Got their own streams and own things going on, so, you know, it is what it is. 107. And once again, I also forgot to update the UFO 50 playthrough to the descriptions of some of them are really awful, and I wanted to rewrite them. And I suppose I should do the same for Terraria as well. I don't really explain much. I think some of them are okay, but I can do better. So that's pretty much been my weekend. Just... Oh, and apparently, I didn't know this, I don't know if it was announced during the Pokemon Direct I missed, or if it was during the Pokemon Presents on Pokemon Day, I don't know, but Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green are actually coming to the Switch too. Which I do believe was the first games ever released in Japan for Pokemon. Then was ported over later on to the US, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not 100% sure on this, but yeah. So that's cool for the people who love Pokemon and are playing it on the Switch too. I found that out over the weekend. Other than that, I've just been playing Splitgate 2. A lot more Splitgate 2. And I did get back into Balatro as well. But Balatro I'm taking a break from Balatro. 233. Because Balatro made me really annoyed. I was using a Joker that had a 1 in 4 chance of upgrading my hand every time I play it. And I played like 10 plus hands and didn't get one single upgrade. And as a result, I got outpaced. Now granted, I don't think I would have won regardless, but I for sure didn't have a shot because I wasn't upgrading my hand as much as I needed to. But once again, the game, the biggest problem I have with Balatro is it clearly wants you to play a certain way. It gives you, like, for example, it gives you nothing but jokers that give you the ability to make straights. Cool, so you want me, so it's clearly leaning towards a straight deck. You want pure straights. Alright, fine. So you try to play that way, and then the game says, no. No. We're not going to let you make straights now. And it's just like, what do you want me to do then? You gave me all these jokers that work well with a straight deck, you know? You gave me all these cards that were straight related upgrades. So what the heck was I supposed to do? Literally can't win because now I'm trying to play a deck and you're literally telling me no because you're not giving me what I need to make the straights. So it's just one of those things. So I got annoyed with it doing that quite often and stopped playing for now. I'll get back to it eventually. But I almost actually completed the hardest difficulty stake in the game. I got to the final, the 8th ante, which is the final ante for the quote-unquote normal run of the game. Then you have endless that amps up the difficulty really quickly. So 207. And I know RNG is part of Balatro, but it just, I wish if the game was steering you in a direction and you forcibly try to go against what it's saying to do, you're probably going to lose because you're not going to have the jokers you need. So it feels like at times you have to follow what the game is saying and hope the game works with you, or you lose. If it wants you to build a flush deck and it gives you all these flush cards, if it prevents you from making the flushes, there's nothing you can do about it. And I really don't like that about Balatro. But yeah, so that's pretty much been my weekend. I think I've literally covered everything. So where are we at on profits, or not profits, cash right now? Nice, we are at 3,581. Hey, 115. You know, it's funny, if I wanted to make the optimum shop, I would literally tear down everything and just put one item in, because let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, working through, so we've had about 3 boxes so far. I think this being the third, if my math is correct. So we're not doing too bad. We're doing pretty good. Yep. I'd like to believe so. Still above $200,000 total in my funds. So I haven't managed to get the $100,000 card achievement just yet because I haven't actually played my other profile. I've kind of been playing other things and doing other things, so I haven't gotten any of those achievements. But I did get one achievement the last time I played. That's perfectly fine. Do you think you can remember it until... Because there's so much, so many cards and stuff like that, and counting and all that stuff. Do you think you'll remember it until, till break? Okay. Well, I know you're not forgetful. What I mean is, like, we're gonna be keeping our minds occupied by counting the cards and checking profits and a lot of other things. You know what I mean? So it's easy to get sidetracked. Is what I was getting at. So, Yeah. And this is kind of a general yap stream. So I jump from topic to topic a lot. Usually the first hour is just like getting everything I want to say pretty much for the rest of stream off my chest. Anything that I'm thinking of. The rest of it's just like anything that pops up in chat. Just random thoughts that pop into my head. Nothing really cohesive. That's how it usually always is. I do think Xbox did a State of the Play, or whatever they call it. Simpler terms, like a presentation, but I missed all of it, I think. Because I know PlayStation did one that I watched. I'm not so sure. I'll have to look into that after stream, too. Oh, it was, well, I guess actually it's not just like what happened over the weekend, it's what happened the rest of the week after this. Because usually this is the only game where I just like yap about everything that's been going on throughout the entire week. Or the previous week. Kind of like a recap and a catch-up, so to speak, of any events that I didn't talk about during the last week. And usually the other streams are just like focusing on the game, the stories, things like that. So if anything, honestly, I should be playing this on Friday. I'm not changing the day, I'm just saying like it would make more sense to play this on Friday and do like a week roundup situation, but I don't, so. For those of you who are curious about what I am playing, I do have a schedule up at Twitch, or not Twitch.tv, on my community Discord. I don't think I missed a number. Let me check real quick. My stream is actually pretty far behind. Oh, I didn't miss a number? Okay. 128 usually means, anything over 100 usually means I might have missed a number. So, I just wanted to be careful. I'm still kind of watching the preview. 249. Yep, no, I didn't miss a number. I wonder why my stream is actually so delayed. 177. Nice. Less than 2,000 away from breaking even. With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes left. Starting to get a little dicey. Not bad, but still plenty of time. $207. Yep. I was wrong on my math. Now I'm almost 2,100 away from being even. I was not too far off. Very, very manageable. Okay, cards. I need you to start working with me here. We only have 4 boxes. We're still 2,000 away. Technically 2,100, but close enough. I'm surprised you haven't poked them yet. One good card a box is not gonna cut it to make profit. Or not even one good card, just one alright card, because most of it's been 100s. Normally I'm not this impatient, but I'm kind of getting tired of these mediocre boxes. Not gonna lie. Or these mediocre profits. Like, where are the big pulls, man? That's the exciting stuff. Of course, I'm happy if I break even, but I still haven't even broken even yet. Yeah, I had a nice God Pack, which, to be fair, is fine, but I still haven't broken even. You know? So far, it's been fine, but it's still not been broken. I still haven't broken even. Like, 3 or 4 streams in a row, I've barely broken even, if that. And that's kind of annoying, because where are the big profits, you know? That's what I love the most, is seeing those big numbers. I'm perfectly fine. I'm not, like, I'm not gonna cry about it, okay? I'm not gonna start yelling and screaming and being stupid over it. It's just when I get mediocre boxes like this, it's boring. I'm sorry, it is. Getting mediocre boxes all the time is kind of annoying. You don't have to yell. I know it's luck and RNG, but Jesus, come on, I'm due for something by now. You know? Like I said, it's fine. $100. I'm $2,000 away. Yeah, I know you do. And I understand what you're saying too. Like, yeah, it's not the end of the world. We still have $200,000. But that's not the point. We got 3 boxes left to make 2K. Which is very, very doable. I'm not even going to pretend like, oh, it's over, we're not going to break even. No. For sure, we can easily break even with 3 boxes. And also to clarify, I don't expect big pulls every single stream. I don't expect massive profits every stream. That would be unrealistic. Well, we're about to hit our first break of the stream, so... And you know me, I'm usually not like this, where I'm like, oh, come on, box, give me something. I'm not like that, usually. Yeah, it's boring just ripping these packs and getting nothing. I would be very bored watching this stream. And it's been like that for 3 streams now. With like 1 mega hit, and that's it. 157. We are now under 2K from breaking even. 1 card is all it takes to break even. In general. So... And I gotta say, without that God Pack, we would be screwed, I feel like. We wouldn't be close. After this box, I'm taking my first break. So... might be a little early. Like a minute or so. No, it'll be pretty much right on time. I'll save, even though I really haven't gotten anything. I guess the God Pack. I have 2 boxes left. It's honestly not almost even worth saving. Alright. I'll be back in a little bit. Thanks for sticking around. See you soon. Alright, I'm back. Are you here? We started off so strong, too. 500 Knight was nice at the start, and that God Pack was really good. See if we can end strong, shall we? There's a somewhat of a demigod pack. Nothing usable, but... Screw poking the cards, drop kick them. Trying to be funny. Punt kicks. There you go. $1,224. How close are we to breaking even? So about... I don't know the math off the top of my head, but like 400, something like that. Okay, 800. Makes sense. Yeah, I'm not good with math. Oh, 590. Eh. One box left. $153. My opinions on the boxes have always been the same. It doesn't matter the value of the card you pull. It could be 6,000, for example, in the final box. If you're 6,400 away and all you get is that 6,000, you still don't break even. Great card, amazing, value, but it's still a shit box. You know what I mean? Or a shit set. If you can't break even. That's how I've always thought about it. Because you're still losing money off of the boxes you're pulling from. That's why I put so much emphasis on breaking even. Because that's the bare minimum for a good set. Now, if we were to get like a $2,000 or $3,000 card here, then we would shoot over and we'd be in the positive, and it would be a good box, a good set, because we broke more than even. I don't know how you look at it, but that's the way I look at it. $396. $50 break even, so the next good pull we get. $120, so we broke even. Officially, we can call this set a good set, or an okay set at best. Now let's see some actual profits. $144. And 100. $160. Starting to look better. What's our total profit? $483 profit. Alright, last set of 10 for the stream. I'll give you a minute to do whatever it is you need to do. Alright. Well, no, like, any calculations or anything to get ready for the next set of cards. I don't want to rush you or anything, you know? Okay. 242. Whoops. Set down the box, please. Thank you. 170. I'm sorry, there's just nothing to talk about. I've just been pulling cards hoping for numbers to pop up and nothing's happening. So that it's complaining about cards that I'm not getting or reading cards that I do get. That's pretty much where I'm at right now. You know what I mean? So I'd rather just wait for the cards to pop up. I really don't have anything else to talk about at the moment. So, sorry. Because you know how I am with this game. Usually when you're the one saying pokes the cards or slaps the cards or whatever, I'm like, oh, it's fine, you know, we got some big pulls last time, blah, 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 blah. Now I'm just at the point where I'm like, fuck it. I'm not defending the cards anymore. $296. Oh, the chicken salad was actually pretty good. Was really good, actually. I forgot to mention that. So thanks for the chicken salad, Mom. It was good. Really good. I'm looking forward to the chicken sketty tonight. I'm not sad. don't need to be cheered up. I'm good. 149. $1,631. I'm liking this set so far. Yep, that helps. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 boxes. So 2 boxes in, and we're $2,971 up towards the 6,400. So we're making headway. Neck is a little stiff. I still like the designs of the cards. That's one thing that will never change. I really like a lot of the designs. They never get old to me. 2,098. There we go. So I don't know why that number, I had such a hard time reading that number. Only 1,400 to be even. Let's go. Maybe. We shall see when all is said and done. And by the way, how have you been enjoying your break from RPGs on my channel, Mom? Because I know you were saying that RPGs were kind of getting old, and I'm like, yeah, I kind of agree, so I'm going to take a step back and do something else for a little bit. But I still actually haven't decided what my first RPG will be when I start playing them again. There we go! 5,981. Let's go! That's what I'm talking about. This is what I love to see. $4,650 worth of profit. And we still got tons of boxes to go. That's good. I'm happy with that. $364. See how the rest of these boxes go. I'd say the second set is better than the first for sure. $101. I am actually going to save. Unfortunately, I don't think you can get Sassy to sit still for 2 hours. Heck, it's a miracle she stayed put for as long as she did. $153. I've been rewatching a lot of old shows and series for a while now. Things like Black Clover and stuff like that. I really need to start watching the second season of Freerun, because I love that show so much. But for some reason, I'm so bad when it comes to anime and shows, where I'll start a show, fall in love with it, watch like a good chunk of it, and then stop, and then just not get back to it. I'm so bad with that. It's not that the show gets bad or boring, it's literally just like, I don't know. It's so weird the way that happens. Okay, that's another box gone. We've got 6 boxes left. $5,268 worth of profit. Let's go. That's nice. That's very, very nice. Honestly, nah. The cards have been good today. The first box, not so much, but the second box definitely has been good. Or the second set, I should say, not the second box. Like I said, I'm not going to complain when the cards are good. Now, you're free to poke them if you want, or do what you do, but Yeah. I understand. Hey, the way I look at it is great profit, but you know what? That doesn't mean that you can't secretly want more. But I'm not going to complain if I don't get more. Does that make sense? Even though that is like 6 boxes of nothing, which would be kind of boring. And unfortunate. Couple of hundreds here, couple hundreds there. I would be happy with that. But if the game wants to give us $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 of profit, I'm definitely not going to complain with what it gives us, you know? Yeah. When the boxes are good to me, I'm happy with what I get. That's kind of the way I've always been. Well, yeah, because I actually got excited. I'm excited to see what I get from these boxes, if I get anything. Before, I was literally bored, because I wasn't getting nothing. $101. Let's go. $284. Excuse me. So the other day, me and Dad were talking. I don't know if you heard any of this, Mom, but we had a small discussion about Scum. The, game we play together. I don't know if you heard any of it. Scum's gotten boring. Dad is bored of it. I'm bored of it. The last update they did for it, or not the last update, but when they added the scavenger NPCs, it sucked all the fun out of the game. Literally. Every last drop. Because what I used to do while I was waiting for Dad or for anyone to get on was I would go to the local town and raid the houses. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much that's how it is. I used to raid houses. You know, collecting different materials that we would need and all that stuff. You know, maybe finding a key card, raiding the police station by myself. And the scavenger NPCs basically are pockets of enemies that can pop up with guns. Or bows and arrows. And while they are easy to tell, you have to be super careful or you will die. And it's just not fun raiding the local towns anymore. So you have the big airfields with the giant mechs that we have to turn off because we can't get anything from there and if they're on because they're just too difficult to fight. And even sneaking around them, because there's so many of them, is a pain in the butt. You have the towns now with zombies and the raiders, making it impossible for us to really raid those towns unless we turn off the damage to those NPCs, which we can't even turn them off. So the game's just one hassle after another at this point. And, I told Dad about the newest update that came out, and he said, yeah, I got it. And, I said, yeah, they added a new sword, and he said, yeah, but Scum's, it's still the same old, same old. So, I pretty much think that Dad has decided to move away from Scum, and I've already decided to move away from Scum as well. So it was fun while it lasted. I did enjoy the game. Aside from that and other things. And you know exactly what I'm talking about, and we won't talk about it here. But the people the individuals the group isn't playing together anymore, I should say. And I'll leave it at that. Yeah, of course, eventually. Honestly, I'm not complaining. Believe it or not. Normally, I'm like, oh, well, Dad tends to jump from game to game quite a bit, which is fine and fair, you know. He likes playing a lot of different games, and that's cool. But, normally when I get into a game, I'm like, oh, he left? Oh, well, I have to find a different game, you know what I mean? But in this case, it's like, yeah, okay, I understand, and I'm completely in agreeance. You know what I mean? So, 'tis what it is. At one point, I was actually debating doing a playthrough on stream of Scum. Making it my mission to get a car, repair a car, and make a base. But, yeah. That's kind of why I brought that up. Was I had been thinking about doing that, but not anymore. Yeah, I'm kind of glad I didn't get it started. Because I was kind of waiting to reach a point where... Yeah, pretty much. Like, I was enjoying the rating of the houses and all that. And the finding of the cars and all that. But... like, as time went on, I became more and more unsure of whether I wanted to do a full playthrough by myself or not. And then the update happened, and I'm like, yeah, no, not happening. Because you can tweak the drop rates so you get more drops, better drops more often. And to be fair, I totally would tweak the drop rate so it would be slightly better. So I wouldn't have to raid 6 houses to get one good thing. You know what I mean? Or before I even had a shot at getting something decent. So I definitely would tweak the drop rates, but... I probably would try a few times with the airport trying to sneak in and around the robots. Just to kind of like see. But pretty much the playthrough would stop when I made a car. Then I would drive off into the sunset. That was kind of the whole idea. So once I get a vehicle, I can drive off into the sunset and escape the town. Or escape the area. Plot-wise. In my own storyline. And unlike the multiplayer server, the decay and all that stuff stops when you leave the server. Because it's not 24 hours running. Like it is in multiplayer. So I wouldn't have to worry about getting on and having no base after a week or so. Yeah, pretty much. Even if it's a minute or two early. Really don't matter in the grand scheme of things. How many boxes do we have left? We got 3 boxes left. After that, pretty much just gonna probably switch games. Because I don't have enough cards to open shop. Don't know what I'll be playing, though. Anyways, taking a break. See you soon. Alrighty, we are back. So, here's the game plan. After these 3 boxes, we're gonna end the stream. Or, well, not end the stream, sorry. End this segment of the stream. We're gonna be switching games, and I'm gonna take the opportunity to kind of test something. I am going to be taking this chance to test my if I can stream certain things or not. So I'm just gonna do pretty much a small test stream. And I'm also going to be recording a video that won't be going up on YouTube. So, essentially it's just going to be... I'm going to take the last little bit of stream to test out if I can stream Palworld or not. And record it at the same time. Or if it'll have to be VOD only. And if the VOD works for it. So... that's just how what I'll do. And thank you for the welcome back. This. There we go. Whew. 237. We're inching closer to that $6,400 mark, which is really nice. Shouldn't take me too much longer to get through these 3 boxes. I mean, it also depends on the drops the boxes give us. What is our current total profit? I do believe we're pretty close. Yeah, we are, I would say, 410? No. 13. So 510, I think. From 6,400. Yeah, 510. I was right. I'm bad with math, but I can do some math sometimes. Well, it depends on if I take time to actually think about it or not. I think that's it for this box. Yes, alright. Setting the headset down. Music's starting to get to me a little bit. Most of the time I just take off my headset and lock in 100. $351. I think next card we break even again. Yep, next card. Guess we only accept over 100s, or close to 100s. $341. We have officially doubled our profits. Let's go. Today was a really good day for profits. Okay, we need another 100. That number is a little too close for my liking. Can you please toss me one more 100 game just to get away from that number? There we go. 1,396. Aww. Only $80 off of the other number. I'm such a child sometimes. Or I act like a child sometimes. $8,008. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, I know. I'm joking around now. I'm very happy with the profit. The joke I was making about the first one was it was $6,692, which is only $30 off of $6,662. 666. And now this one is $8,088. And I said, oh, $80 less, and it would be $8,008. Yeah, I feel the exact same way you do, Mom. I can finally say this is a good profit. The other profits haven't been bad, like $3,000 here, $3,000 there. That's fine and dandy, but it's not a big profit. Today is a good profit. A really good profit. Because breaking even is bare minimum. Up to $3,000 is small profit. Anything past $3,000 and upwards of $5,000 is decent, and anything over that is good. That is literally my rating system. And how I determine good profit and bad profit. Or good profit and small profit. Oh, and I never finished my thought about Neo, which I apologize for. Basically, I have a couple of videos to show off. One was I turned in a candle, and instead of it being nothing like I thought it would be, it turned out to be a story segment. So I made a video of that. That's also the thought I didn't finish earlier. 209. Last packs of the stream. Alright, so that's our total profit, 8,297. Alright. That will do it for the day on YouTube. Thanks everyone so much for watching. Sorry about the lackluster kind of slow start, but it did pick up at the end, which is really good. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what you see, don't forget to follow and like, comment, subscribe, and ring that notification bell to be notified when I post my next YouTube video. If you want to catch me live, come on over to twitch.tv/OneDamnGamer, Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. EST. That's where I'll be. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all have a fantastic day. Probably not going to be playing this next week. I might take a day or two off, maybe recharge my, or a week or two off, recharge my luck a little bit with this game maybe. But there'll still be streams regardless. So I will see you all next time. Have a great day. Bye-bye.